Emily sat in her lavish home office, the mahogany desk laden with stacks of financial statements and legal documents. The sunlight filtered through the grand windows, casting a warm glow on the expensive furnishings. But the warmth did nothing to thaw the icy realization that had settled in Emily's heart. She had always thought her marriage to David was built on mutual respect and love. They had met at a charity gala, where David's charm and intelligence had captivated her. Now, after 5 years of marriage, she had discovered the ugly truth. David had married her for her money, and worse, he had been siphoning off her wealth to support a mistress and his greedy family. Emily's hands trembled as she held a private investigator's report. Detailed accounts of secret bank transfers, lavish gifts to another woman, and even payments towards a luxury apartment in the city. It was all there in black and white. Her stomach churned with a mix of rage and betrayal, but she knew she had to keep a clear head. Confronting David directly would only lead to denial and more lies. She needed a plan. That evening, Emily greeted David with her usual warmth when he walked through the door. He kissed her on the cheek, his smile genuine, or so it seemed. Emily couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness as she thought of all the times she had trusted that smile. "Hey, honey, how was your day?" she asked, her voice steady. "Busy, as always," David replied, loosening his tie. "But it's all worth it. I'm making some great headway on those new investments. We'll be rolling in even more money soon." Emily forced a smile. "That's great, darling. I'm so proud of you." As they sat down for dinner, Emily casually mentioned a new business opportunity she had heard about through a friend. It was a fake, of course, a carefully crafted trap to drain David's resources. "David, I was talking to Caroline today, and she mentioned an exciting new tech startup. They're looking for investors, and it sounds like it could be a goldmine," Emily said, keeping her tone light. David's eyes lit up with interest. "Really? Tell me more." Emily detailed the fictional startup, weaving a tale so convincing that even she almost believed it. She could see the gears turning in David's mind, calculating the potential profits. "That sounds incredible, Emily. Do you think you could arrange a meeting?" he asked eagerly. "Of course," Emily replied, hiding her satisfaction. "I'll set it up for next week." Over the next few weeks, Emily fed David more and more bogus business opportunities. Each time, he fell for the bait, investing large sums of money, and even borrowing to get in on the ground floor of these lucrative deals. Emily watched as his personal finances dwindled, his confidence growing thinner with every bad investment. Meanwhile, Emily quietly moved her own assets into untouchable accounts, ensuring that her wealth remained secure. She also began gathering evidence, documenting every fraudulent transaction David had made with her money, knowing she would need it for the final showdown. One evening, as David was in his study, frantically making calls to try and salvage his latest failed investment, Emily received a visitor. It was Lydia, the mistress, who had no idea what she was walking into. "Emily," Lydia said, her tone condescending, "I thought it was time we had a little chat." Emily raised an eyebrow. "Oh, and what would we have to chat about, Lydia?" "David," Lydia replied smugly. "I think it's time you knew the truth about your husband and me." Emily's heart pounded, but she kept her composure. "Is that so?" "Yes," Lydia said, leaning in. "David loves me. He's been funneling your money to support us, and once he divorces you, we'll be living the high life." Emily's lips curled into a smile. "Oh, Lydia, you have no idea what's really going on, do you? I'm having a special event soon. You should be there." Emily decided to lower the curtain on David, Lydia, and his family at a gathering she hosted specifically for this purpose. David's parents, who had always been suspiciously supportive of his schemes, were boldly present, ensuring everyone felt their presence. Emily stood, raising her glass to make a toast. "David, I want to acknowledge you and your family tonight. We've been married for over 5 years, and I've always felt welcomed by you all. But tonight, I have a confession to make. But before I continue, Lydia, please join David and his family here up front. You should all be together at a time like this." David looked at her, confused. "Emily, what's this about? What's going on?" Emily's eyes hardened. "I know about the transfers of my money to your family's accounts. I know you married me for my wealth. And I know about Lydia." Gasps filled the room as Emily pulled out the evidence. "But what you don't know is that every business opportunity one fed you is fake. Every dollar you thought you were investing was a lie. You were just paying back the money you stole from me over the years. And now you're bankrupt." David's face turned ashen as he realized the depth of his wife's betrayal. His parents stared in shock, unable to comprehend the situation. "So that you and Lydia are clear on your current circumstances, my lawyers were able to prove that you purchased your high-rise apartment with funds from my accounts. The apartment and its contents have all been legally transferred into my name. While you two have been here enjoying your evening at my expense, all of your personal items have been removed and put into storage on your behalf. A restraining order is in place. Neither of you are to return to my apartment." The room was silent as everyone absorbed Emily's words. "And just so you know, I've moved all my assets to a secret account. You and your family will get nothing from me. Ever," Emily finished, her voice cold as ice. With that, she turned to her guests and invited them to join her in celebrating a new beginning. David and his family walked out of the room, shaken by the confrontation and the wreckage of their reputation and lives. If you enjoyed this dramatic tale of betrayal and revenge, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what you think Emily should do next.